do love the the imminent allegations once Marth's tension makes it big.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting.
Nintendo just
I was thinking for something else.
that too. You know, there's a lot of things lined up. Honestly,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What it be? What it do?
just started.
Oh yeah.
We love that.
We love that. It's your boy Keen Decker, along with Reginald and Michael. Mr. Sherwin might be joining us at some point here. We're gonna be ranking various Marth's dungeon things. Oh wait, I should probably post the stream as well. Give me 1 second. I gotta take this off the screen. Oh,
I can just do it if you need.
you're a hero.
I was about to say, Rothy, for once you don't have to do it, but it turns out you do.
But I hope you're all having a lovely day. We are going to be, instead of there's no episode today, we are going to be ranking various Marth's Dungeon things. We got the songs that are new to the Marth's Dungeon catalog. We have arcs, which there are actually only 2 of that are new right now, and we have more NPCs. So we're gonna go through those. It shouldn't take too long since it's has not been a crazy long period of time. And I have all the songs queued. I lied.
Nice.
He
lies. He lies.
Music. There we go. Hey, what's good? There we go. So we're gonna start off with music. TMCA is
The mask covers all.
Yeah, the mask covers all. This is the song that plays during Pivid's dream or mind adventures. Meant to be kind of a song that definitely hopefully encapsulates how the overall scene is supposed to be.
Mm.
Repeats one more time through. But yeah, that plays during Pivid's Minds episode there. Probably, I mean, maybe it'll make an appearance again should Pivid have more dreams. I think I'll probably play it, but that was specifically for the sad and harrowing memories of Pivid. I made sure to include a flute in this track, as we were talking about, like, if each of the players, or if each of the characters played an instrument, what it would be. And it was almost kind of like universal that people were like, yeah, Pivid would probably play a flute. So I made sure to put a flute in there.
Oh no, I fear for the bagpipes eventually.
Oh no.
I hope I have a bagpipe MIDI instrument. I'm sure there has to be. There's so many MIDI tracks or MIDI instruments in the keyboard that I have, so
I like how, like, after the kind of interlude. I'm probably using that word incorrectly. I'm not a music theory major. It starts off steady, and then after that kind of like vocal section, like after it's like kind of shaky.
Hmm. Yeah, it has like that breathy feel with the flute, because the flute is, yeah, just a very breathy instrument in general.
Mm.
It's hard with a MIDI instrument in the fact that like if you sustain that note, it will always sound like that no matter what. There's like no dynamic you can put to it, which is hard with something so expressive as the flute. But I think it still came out pretty decent. As far as I think it does a decent job at kind of describing uh the theme of Pivid's kind of inner psyche.
Mm.
Mm, as far as like the song goes, I like this song enough. The vocal section was fun to do. I would probably put it somewhere in B.
Mm-hmm. My last comment on it is I probably would have liked if it was like more like if it played into that like mask bit more, and like some of it was
Mm,
like really like well put together, and then like some bits of it were like really chaotic.
yeah, I can definitely. I wanted to. I guess with Pivid, the main theme I was going for was Pivid like is very very organized with the way he thinks about things, uh, and tries to. He is definitely one of those characters that tries to mask things, haha, as well as possible. So I wanted it to be like a very neatly displayed song, I guess, in that regard. But yeah, I can definitely see probably adding like a chaotic element would have been pretty cool.
I feel like this was. I feel like it was more meant to really describe his memories and like his experiences more than his like state of being a person.
Hmm. No, that's understandable.
So like in memories, he's very organized, it's very concise, and it's very sad.
Mm.
And then you get into the inner psyche, and you're like, oh no, oh bruh. You see Tim Tam dancing. I would probably, yeah, I would probably put it in B somewhere. I would probably put it like, I think this is Vengeance.
Vengeance is in A.
Oh yeah, this is Vengeance. What is this one? Oh, Disturbance in Hellspring is where that is. And then All in R. Let's see. That is. Oh, Bloodfall and Reddish. I don't like it as much as Bloodfall and Reddish, I guess. I'd probably put it in between. Like right in here. I do like Bloodfall and Reddish a decent bit. I don't know whereabouts you would put it.
I'd say about there, yeah.
And then there's the I think I throw myself off of the Mountains of Brevaire. Okay, I was like abbreviating it has only thrown me off somehow more. The Mountains of Brevaire. This plays during all the explorations of the Mountains of Brevaire. It's fucking
Wow.
suck, bro. and that is the Mountains of Brever. AKA, this was Hell Week. This was like the, oh my god. This is the week that I was like, all right, I got Brever to make. I have 2 songs to make, and like all the character sheets and like designs for everything. And then so I was like, all right, let's make the music. I open up Cakewalk, and for some reason this week, I cannot replicate it now, even if I wanted to. But no matter how many times I restarted my computer, reset the program, there was always about a quarter-second delay from me playing the music to the music actually playing. So I had to rearrange and line up all of the rhythmic sections for the music itself. It was fucking nightmare, especially with like a click track going on in the background and just like hearing it be slightly off. It is like the most aggravating thing.
Ugh.
So there's like one little spot in the song that there is like a hiccup in the rhythm section, and I'm like, I believe the best Marth's dungeon was our dungeon. Hey, Haunted, how's it going? Do you want to go back in the dungeon someday?
With no children to be around.
Yeah, with no children. However, this song in general, I think it describes the mood of the mountains pretty well. And what exists inside the mountains. It's like it's very baby's first trap beat.
The entire time I was thinking about it, I'm gonna be real. I was like, this sounds like something like this sounds like the backing track for like if Max like tried to rap.
Yeah, it's very that. Like this is something that I could just listen to the background. Would I have like the map open and put on music for it? Like I can just put the song on and listen to it. It's not anything special. It's just listening music in general. So I don't know. I don't hate it. But there's not really much love for this song for me.
I could also see it being like an RPG, like an 8-bit like RPG kind of style, like somewhat spooky / mysterious area kind of
Yeah.
music. I would say it's a tier above RPG Maker. But it's kind of around that for me.
Yeah, that's understandable. Let's see. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I would probably put it towards the lower end of B, maybe like the lowest end of B, highest of C.
Let's see. Let me listen to one of the C ones.
There's like the Bilms song, and then at the bottom is the 11th Hour Flame. Forlorn Hope.
Is the one on top of C Land of No Worry?
Yes.
I think the song is worse than Land of No Worry.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. There's something about the Land of No Worry that made me just instinctually angry, but you're probably right. It is probably overall just a better song. The Land of No Worry was like the one that I wrote within like maybe 10 minutes. Like I literally was just like, all right, let's see. Gotta make a song for Trell here. Dun, 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 dun. I was like, all right, cool. It sounds like it fits.
Job done.
Let's loop it over and over again. Same with Verlight Gardens. It kind of fell into that same realm, but
like I don't think the song's bad by any means or stretch of the imagination. I just think like Land of No Worry kind of sells the vibe better.
That's understandable. Oh, let's see. What is is that it? Oh, yup. No, that's the oh, yup. Oh, the Border of Will and Servitude. So this is the song that plays at the border when the party meets the Radiant Knight.
100%. real information. Chat, this is real.
It's got a fucking banger name, by the way.
Yeah, I do like the title.
The Sawboys.
For each rock cast there's an ocean of more. We're all just waves on the shore. Isaiah, 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 Isaiah.
That is the border of will and servitude.
I like the blend of As She Wills and the Somebodies.
Yeah, yeah. I like making stuff for the Radiant Knight in general. So for this song, I was like, all right, like I want something special for this kind of supposed meeting with the Radiant Knight to make it feel like it's. I wanted the song to definitely display like a decision needs to be made. It's,
You mean we were on the border of will and servitude?
yeah. The bass roll off there, sorry, the frequency roll off at the very end was for some reason like it's easy enough to use universal things or sorry, like real-time adjustments for plugins for the most part. For whatever reason with this other one, you can't just do it the normal way, and I looked up like 100 different tutorials. I'm like, I want this to just roll off at the end. That's all I want. And I finally figured it out, and I've since then forgotten it, so I'll probably never be able to replicate it. But I think it came out pretty good for the song, and I think that it has a good build. It has a good dynamic. It has like a like a rhythm session that comes in halfway through the song. A good blend of music. I like it a fair bit.
I think it would be funny if we put it in between As She Wills and the Somebodies, because there's actually a spot for that.
She wills into some. Oh yeah,
Yeah, actually, that's perfect.
Yeah, that is
I
actually
really like the
fucking
song,
funny.
so it's
Let's go.
perfect.
Yeah, like I would say As She Wills, like I think it's more emotional, so therefore I'm more inclined to keep it higher. But I do quite like the song,
Yeah.
and the song Bayous is a classic. So
Zonfire is
hey,
classic.
hey,
Hey.
Hey, hey.
The next up is Ooh Yup.
I don't want to set
It's just a
the
very classic, just bluesy rhythm.
I just want to.
That you will hear in hundreds of thousands of songs. And I just decided to go with it because it has like that country uh aesthetic, country bluesy kind of aesthetic that I think that Brever has. Oh, it takes like 5 seconds. You don't know. And that will loop infinitely in your mind forever. That is Ooh Yup. Yup.
Ooh, yep.
This goes along with listening music of everything in the C tier. However, I actually like it better than any of these C tier songs. Not by like a crazy amount, but I can always just listen to boom 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 boom.
Yeah, I think that the Fallout games have proven with certainty that that kind of music can just be listened to on repeat forever. So, I don't know if it fits the vibe of Revere too hard because before we kind of got into the nitty gritty of Revere, we may or may not have had the bomb explode. Uh,
It's pretty accurate.
yeah,
That is true for the actual like exploration of Brever. It probably didn't fit. I wanted to give Brever because of like the dude just kind of sitting outside the tavern with a it was just like a mining city in general. The poor side of town was just kind of supposed to be like that. It definitely doesn't fit like the flashy ritzy part of town, which is where it mostly kind of got explored. But yeah, for like the mining aspect, I definitely wanted it.
hmm yeah, I quite like that one actually. I would say high B, low A, because I think out of all the like listening music, it probably is the like one that I could listen to the longest.
Yeah, it's easy on the ears. What's this Castle Soliot? Hmm, uh, wasting. Bloodfall and Reddish. I'd probably put it like here ish. Yeah. I'd probably put it there.
Bloodfall and Reddish, I'll sit there to gatekeep the rest.
There's something about that song that I just think does a very good job at just capturing Reddish in general. Like that is
Mm.
you walk into Reddish and then you just hear dun 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 with like rain in the background. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much Reddish.
Yep.
The last one we have is Light of Old Silver Dawn. This plays during the Unholy One fight, as it just is constantly singing it in the background until Thames lodged a couple of weapons in its throat.
And himself.
Yeah, and himself. He had a bit of a sore throat.
of old silver dawn, silence, numbering song, his guidance shines through the fog like diamond. Cast off old silver dawn, clasp a cumbersome song, release all dreams and embrace the shadow. We are but one, we are despair. We are but one, we are
Oh god, I won't stop. That's it.
Now, am I bugging, or is that also like the same melody we hear whenever like Look Down has its quirky moments?
I wanted it to have a similar theme to it. It's not the other one's like It definitely has like a very similar theme to it
Gotcha.
in the I guess just like the tonality.
Yeah, it wasn't like a criticism. It was mainly like his Look Down chaos stuff. Probably
Yeah.
is.
I wanted to give that the chaos-esque feel to the song that I tried to give like the other songs. So I tried to match the tonality for sure with like the whisper singing in the background and then the hum which is always very fun to do. Yeah, this is just an acapella track. And I like it. I think it's not so bad. It does its job. It's meant there to be more thematic more than anything. Yeah, I guess that's probably just what I have to say about it in general.
Yeah, I think Bloodfall and Reddish and Wasting are kind of gatekeeping it. Because like they both slap.
I think that like Castle Solia is pretty iconic, and I really actually do like Forlorn Hope, which is the one that plays in the library. I'd probably put it like here-ish.
Yeah, that's about where I'd put it.
Yeah. And, that tops off all the song. Outmatched still has the highest tier. I don't and it's I'm not really sure what that is, but Angels as she wills, yeah. Oh, and it's Makeshift Queen. Yeah, okay. So yeah, these are the top songs here, for sure. And we'll see if anything gets up there. But yeah, I think not so bad. Not so bad additions. Do you want to do arcs or do you want to do NPCs? NPCs has more to it. The arcs is there's 2 arcs.
What say you for racism?
So add another one here.
What say ye for racism?
We can just do arcs real quick and finish up with NPCs.
That sounds good to me. Add row below. Okay, well, I can just adjust it from here, I suppose. 6th, 7th, or wait, I fucked up. Oh no, it will be like this.
Make it capital. You need to make it capital.
As far as the one capital one not, how's that sound? It's even worse.
Compromise.
Do you want to? Yeah, I guess we'll rank it just in terms of how it is here. So, we have the Brevere arc, which I have the Into Mechalite and Brevere arc kind of together here, as they both kind of have similar just things in the episodes. This arc so far has been actually relatively like long. It has a decent amount of episodes to it. Oops. This starts with the party heading past the border. Everything up until the most recent episode of Pivot going into his mindfuckery. Yeah, I'll let you guys start off with what you think in terms of this arc.
I would say that the Mechalite Rivera has been thus far big. We found out a lot. It has still really high potential. It's really good thus far. I would probably put it probably either fourth, bumping everything else down one, or third, bumping everything else down by one.
What do you think, Mr. Barathia?
I do agree that like a lot of the stuff in Brevard has been pretty friggin' huge. So, like, and it was really good. So, I would say actually third.
I would actually probably agree. I was thinking, I was like, yeah, does it actually beat how kind of iconic Bilms was? Which I think Bilms was like the first big operation that you guys kind of went through. And then Reddish, I don't think anything has touched Reddish yet. Once we get into Pivot's just kind of arc in general, which will be a separate thing, we will see. But I would say probably third. I think it was better. I think it's been better than the Hellspring arc for me personally. I think that there's just a lot of cool things that happened. The explosion at the wall, meeting up with the Radiant Knight, Alice's death, look down, going down for the first time, and seeing what happens with that. Pivot's the beginning of Pivot's arc, especially to me, honestly, I'm gonna just say it, like Pivot's journey into Mechalite, and especially the episode with the family, is like some of the best that has happened in Marth's Dungeon. Like that like I fucking love that episode. I really, really do. So it has a special place in my heart. So I would say third. And
So
then
yeah,
there,
a lot of big reveals, a lot of character information, like a lot of good moments in between the characters, and like solo between NPCs. It's been great. It's been great.
yeah.
Yep.
And then we have the Return to Bilms arc, which is this is a small arc, but this also is everything from the Hello episode, which is Pivot, yeah, going into this captures everything in the basement as well as everything in Bilms, the return to it. So
this is a Mars Dungeon tournament arc, and it was very fun.
Yeah. This is also including the fight with the Unholy One, yeah?
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say your thoughts on it, Barathia, before I place it, or say when I place it.
Say it was a good kind of like breather section. Like well, not really a breather because we had a lot of fighting too, but between the two like big towns we had to just hit, that was a good like section to try to consolidate things. And then we got slammed with the Unholy One and all the shit that happened with that, as well as the basement. So I'm kind of torn between fourth and fifth. I'm gonna be real. Kind of leaning towards fifth.
I think in terms of like pacing and substance, that I probably put it around. It's hard to say because I think that Hellspring and it kind of hit similar like story progression beats, where like they're kind of a break, but also like towards the end they have like a big climax.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of gave us a time to like chill out, being like, "Hey, on the bright side, like everyone in the castle has come a long way." Uh, but then we still have the unholy one, which is kind of a big deal overall for most involved.
I think
Uh,
everyone involved, frankly.
Not Max.
He's got trauma.
Max always has trauma. let's be honest.
Oh my
True.
God. Jeez.
I'd put it at like, in terms of my enjoyment, in terms of like how much I was like fucking like hypey moments, let's say probably above Hellspring.
Ooh, okay. I, as far as where I see this arc, it definitely, like you said, it was a breather arc, for sure. With, I mean, everything that wasn't the unholy one, I suppose, but like the tournament arc itself felt like a nice, like little bit of filler in between you guys progressing to the next actual kind of arc. Um, the unholy one is still my favorite fight. So I have like a special place in my heart for this arc just because of that. I also fucking love Harvest Gob. He's very fun to play, and he's such a little weirdo. Like the conversations that he had with Pivot were really cool. Um, that and so this is the Solia arc at 5th, which is I think it is the original Solia castle stuff, and then the other stuff where you guys explored the basement, which I thought was also very cool. But I think that this is definitely ahead of that. Um, Hellspring I really liked because it was very it was very story heavy. And it had some not as crazy fights, but you guys also dumpstered the Hydraulic Fairy, which was pretty cool.
I'll be real. We kind of dumpstered what Renata, the fucking plant mother. I always just forget her name.
Oh,
Verdata?
Yeah, Ferdata.
Yeah, Ferdata.
Yeah, you guys also did a really good job. That fight was actually really funny.
Flashbang.
Yeah, the flashbangs with them bumping themselves into the wall and then like bumping themselves into the wall again. It was so fucking funny. And then just blowing up in the corner. It was so
Yeah, that fight just holds a little place in my heart. I just love it so much.
flashbang. Ah!
Yeah, I'm fine with it being in like 4th or 5th. I'm not really pressed on either one.
I would say probably for me personally be 5th, but I can also seeing it be close to 4th, the Hellspring arc. Nice. It's pretty good.
We are still dunking on Verlight for, I guess, rest in peace.
I mean, it is kind of what it is, I guess, because Verlight to me was like this is the starting arc. Like we got to go pick up some supplies. Also, there's a horrific thing going on here.
Yeah, Verlight was like that MMO thing where like you start off at like level like 1 through 5 and like, okay, go pick up some like pastries from the bakery for this dude. Level 50,
Get some
fight
herbs in
God.
that forest where there's some like weird tree creatures. Oh no.
Ends
Yeah.
off right as you're about to go visit a vampire farm. Oh no.
Yeah, then like at like level 50, you come back and find out that like God's been in some dude's basement the entire time.
And then lastly, we move over to the NPCs, which it actually still tracked all the NPCs that we hadn't moved up into the section yet, which is pretty cool. So I guess we'll first start off, yeah, because Abraham Drew had just been introduced as a character, so we hadn't ranked him yet. What are your opinions on Abraham Drew?
Oh boy.
He's
He's a very interesting character, like for me personally, because he was trying to sniff out who Spy was and thought it was Pivot. He had like good reason to think so, because Pivot's very observant, and like the circumstances lined up, and it turned out it was Pivot. And he's got that just like kind of old man who's just like, I just don't want to be like die with regrets type thing.
I want my wife to be proud of me. Yeah, Abraham Drew is the type of like he seems like a relatively chill old dude on the outside, and then he also has that like very hard to read when he's serious type of personality. You're like,
Hmm.
are we supposed to like really trust this person? That's definitely what I was trying to go for, I guess. And I like the character, and I also like Tori did a very good job with the art. I think the
Mhm.
art definitely kind of does him justice. Blink 12 consecutive times if you want to do some Rogue Company or something later. Is that good? I mean, they're mostly blinks, so. What do you think, Mr. Michael?
I think that Abraham Drew, I would say he's from like a storytelling standpoint, can kind of do what the rest of the party can't with the soul read thing,
Yeah.
which is kind of big because like I think the second closest thing we have to it is look down's like aura read, which can be a little misleading. Uh, it could be sometimes. Uh, and I think that it really helped kind of move along to like the start of Pivot's arc because we kind of like with all of our conspiracy theory shit that we were doing, we never really considered like why Pivot could be the snitch, and we didn't really consider like the logistics of that. I think that helped. Overall, I think his character is well developed, like believable, like not larger than life, despite having like very larger than life powers. So,
Hmm.
uh, I'd put him in like I'd say like upper upper to mid B.
Hey, that's
I
where I put him, son.
yeah, I like him more than Agatha.
Yeah. I like Agatha because she's that type of character. Just
Yeah.
the fact that you're like, man, what the fuck is wrong with this person?
Oh yeah, I like Agatha as a character too, but I think his character substance is just more.
I, oh man, would I put him above Jeeves though?
Can we do that to our boy?
Who's the better old man, really? And I think Jeeves is a better old man. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking love Jeeves. So I'd probably put him around there.
I still don't think we can rank the Radiant.
Yeah, I think that there's still, especially since there's a lot to go still with the Radiant Knight. And good old
Yeah.
Saint
You just
Nicholas.
give him his own separate tier of just Radiant Knight.
Just not yet. Actually, let me give him.
Actually, yeah, making a not yet tier probably wouldn't be half bad.
Tier below.
No.
No.
Not yet, not yet.
I don't know if we can ever rank Saint Nicholas because I don't know we're gonna see him again.
Not yet, not yet.
Not yet, not yet. Sir Rote, who I think just never got ranked because I mean, this list I guess in general was for like I don't even know if you could consider him a nickel creature anymore. He kind of got turned into a monster.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're ahead of time.
Not yet, not yet. It's two of them. Hey, good old Bertram.
Bertram, let's go.
I think Bertram was well executed. It almost kind of feels like he was a way to. He was like the red herring of who's the snitch.
Mm. He's also the character that, like, once you got into Trell, even through various persuasion slash reputation checks, like all those things, considered, he is that one character that will probably never believe you because of how skeptical and protective he is of his country and his crown. So I think he's set up to be that annoying character who is like kind of never on your side.
I'm not gonna lie, he gave me kind of like vague Hubert vibes from like Three Houses.
Yeah.
Like he's the shadow, and he's always there, and he's always watching. He's always suspicious.
Yeah, and if you like really think about it, like his opinion's understandable, and the entire reason he's annoying to us is because he's like constantly trying to cock block us.
It's like 90% correct. So
Yeah. So it's like if some dude out here with like an literally almost absurdly outlandish lie, entirely like just projecting power, and he's like, how is no one fucking noticing this? Why is everyone just going along with this? It's like, yeah, it's understandable, and you almost kind of feel bad for him because he's mainly right, and like he is kind of making the right decision. But everyone's like, dude, what are you talking about? These guys are chill.
It's the fucking
then he
Potomac
gets
King,
to go
bro.
like, "I told you so, idiots."
Yeah. I wonder how the narrative is turned now.
They got our navy slaughtered. A fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. I played golf with that Goblin. He seemed pretty nice.
He watched me shatter a window and didn't say a word.
Yeah, he didn't turn me in. As far
Didn't
as
have to turn him in because his boss came and beat his ass.
he fucking put his head down on the shards. He's like, "I will curb stomp you. You see, this is worth more than you." As far as ranking goes, I think he's a relatively important figure in the story. Just because of his relation to the Twin Regal.
Yeah, he's like the pivot to Minute Pang, like pivot is to Marth.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think he's somehow more likable. Well, I mean, Vinit Pang's a chill dude, but like at the same.
Like it wasn't pivot.
Oh no! I didn't mean it like that.
What the?
I think he is the stronger character of the two between Vinit Pang and himself.
Mhm.
So I put him above Vinit Pang. I probably put him above all of the C tiers. Dawn, Tweedledee, and Tweedledum. Agatha? Where does he stand on the Agatha scale? I don't know. What do you think?
Like character substance wise, I'll say it once again. I think he legitimately needs more substance. Like I know there's probably lore we haven't heard of, but like I think Bertram like personality shines through way more.
Yeah, he definitely does. I'd probably put him here. I'd probably put him here, just below. I'd put him below Abraham Drew.
Yeah. No, the Fiend.
We got Ditto's character here, Miss Ditto Itto, who thus far, what we've gotten from the character is that she's locked up in the dungeon. She is the one surviving member of the 4 that went into the Marth's Dungeon game show episode there. And honestly, I'm pretty impressed that she did survive, because the way that started was like, hey, you guys are here to protect people. You have come here on orders to protect people inside the city of Brevaire. You see that there's like, undead hordes out, slaughtering people. Your comrades are fighting, and this guy comes up to you to seek help. What do you do? Start off like, hey, let's loot the bodies. I want to like hook that one and drag it with me. Is that chill? And I'm like, oh, So Marth, when this happened, was like, oh, okay, I wanted to like hold out maybe a little bit of hope that like the soldiers in Mechalite weren't exactly the way as I kind of envisioned them to be. And he's like, you know what? It was kind of like a bit of relief on my end that you guys are exactly, if not worse. So the fact that she came out alive is pretty good.
So here's the deal. Ditto, the character, is essentially Ditto IRL. And I don't want to rate Ditto IRL compared to most of the other characters.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'll put her in the not yet tier. Ditto,
Works for me.
Trev DeLong.
Brave Delon.
Uh,
He fulfilled his role.
yeah, he fulfilled his role. It's hard to like rank him while like not like he's meant to be a hateable character. So trying to rank him without considering like how much everyone fucking hates him is hard to do.
Hmm.
Like he is the fucking dude at the start of Inglorious Bastards. Like just straight up.
I think of the like B-list villain type of characters. I think that he fulfills his role probably the best of them all thus far, as in he is very hateable. There is nothing that you really enjoy about this character. He's a shitter through and through. Even in his playstyle and the way he fights, he hides behind his friends and gains buffs from using his friends as human shields. So, I thought his character was pretty good.
I still think though that I'm trying to remember his name. This is gonna hurt my point, but let me double check. I think that Valpero is still more hateable.
Oh, absolutely. I think Valpero was a bigger villain though too. This guy was
Yeah.
kind of meant to be like a one off kind of
One hit wonder.
yeah.
I think that he does his job better than General Greaves.
Yeah.
I think he does his job better than Valentino. I don't think he's a better character than Belmont.
Hey, let's go. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think he was meant to mostly just be despicable. Belmont's very lovable, I guess. Or at least he is to me. I have a special little place in my heart for Belmont. I would agree with that. We got Britt and Tilly. I don't know if you want to rank them separately or together. The two twins. They are different in personality, I guess. Britt is meant to be very kind of sweet, just a nice child. And then there's Tilly, who is. I wanted to portray the kids are impressionable, especially in Mechalite type of narrative through him.
You were trying to make us feel bad for killing everyone in the city. Unbelievable.
I could never. I would never.
I think that for the most part, like save for Rivers, that I would probably rank the family next to each other.
Mm.
I'd put them like. Actually, I would probably say like I'd put the kids top of D, and I'd put I think it was Laura top or like lowest of C.
Yeah, I'd probably agree. Probably do like this. Probably.
What about you, Rothia? Oh no, racism's dead.
What's up?
I said, what about you?
What do you think of the two children, the two twins?
Okay.
Haunted leave for now.
Good.
I mean, I like them. They were like cute kids. Like the boy.
Take off your mask.
Take off your mask. But it was like during the whole like fighting with Mechalite, he was the one who was crying, was he not? I think that's what you said.
Yeah, yeah. He was kind
Yeah.
of bawling.
Yeah, so I just found that interesting. Like he was kind of idolizing them, and then it's like, oh, time to fight. And it's like, oh, why? I just found that, like it felt like a flip uh, compared to like what you'd expect,
Hmm.
which I quite liked, honestly. I wouldn't know really where to rank them, but that's kind of my bid on it.
Yeah, I put him down in the D tier because I feel like they were there briefly. You didn't really get to see much of them. The kid, I think, like the boy. I feel like did a good job of, like I said, representing that like uh, kids are easy to manipulate. But however, and they're very like, especially child's like boys, are very. They're more apt to like those like violent video games, cool like fighting board games, stuff like that. Like they love. Especially me as a kid. I ate that up.
Mhm.
But like when it comes down to it, when they see the actual kind of horrors of war and the reality of it, they're like, oh no, this is awful. Why
Yeah,
are these
they're
people
like,
dying?
I fucking love war. I want violence. I want combat. Oh, actual combat.
And I think the
Uh,
mother was. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think that the mother was a good way of showing like that the average like mechalite citizen really isn't what Thames would tell you.
Yep.
Like the
Is
absolute worst.
yeah, isn't really bad. They're kind of just people doing like their life. Uh, and I think it was a good like just straight up demonstration. Like, yeah, the average person isn't batshit insane. Usually, whenever you get into like the soldiers and like higher class, which probably going to be close to one and the same, or uh, whenever they get really fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So I like their character is like kind of a demonstration of they don't all need to be demonized.
Mhm.
I'd probably put her around here.
What up,
Next to
Lieutenant Greaves? Let's go.
And then there is Rivers, the silent war vet.
Uh, that character archetype is like one of my favorite throughout
Yep.
all media.
Yep.
Yep.
Like there's like always something badass where there's like an anime whenever like it's like, oh shit, the fucking old dude's out here fucking throwing I don't know, fucking Kamehameha
Pulled
stronger than
himself out of the
Goku.
floor. What the hell?
It's like, what the hell? This fucking old dude's the fucking best sword master in the world. What the fuck? uh but also I think it like showed the like IRL aspect of like, yeah, they're usually like incredibly traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh so I would say like somewhere in the B tier. I'm just not certain where, for me at least.
Yeah. I would agree. Like I really do. I love this type of archetype. So it was really nice to have this type of character in here. I think it did a good job representing the old guard of Mechalite and the kind of uh older values that they kind of had. Uh he also had like that kind of like PTSD moment where he was like reaching for his weapon. He got really excited initially when Pivid started fighting. Then he started to kind of go into a daze and he started reaching for his weapon and was kind of lost. And oh my dear lord, I almost started bawling when Pivid like grabbed him by the shoulders and was like, "It's okay, like you're fine now, like you're safe, everybody's okay." Like I was like, "Oh, bro, what the hell?" So yeah, I his character in general has like a special place in my heart of like the kind of uh that we're most likely only gonna see once type of characters. Um, I actually would probably put him somewhere like right here. I actually
I
really,
agree.
really liked him.
Mm.
Smelly yams.
Thames did this man so incredibly dirty.
The man is also so incredibly dirty.
True. Like his character creates one of those things like where I feel bad that he like has to come back to the flooded city and like that like my character took every single thing he had. But also he is a vampire larper that ran away from his parents to go hide in a cave.
Yeah, not much. Can't really feel bad there too much.
Oh my god.
He like lives in his own piss and shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, I wanted him to be there for some kind of like comedic relief after you have to fight the Tweedling Margs and the Caustic Rollums. 'Cause that fight is not super easy. So I think he fulfilled his role. He's very part of you wants to definitely feel bad of him, but yeah, like you said, he's a vampire larper. His character's just so ridiculous. I'd probably put him.
He feels like a Mars Dungeon games show episode.
I'd probably put him like here in C. I suppose.
Yeah. You guys can discuss Mr. Michael Zimzaphadil. I'll be right back.
What do you think of Michael Zazumba Zaphadil?
Oh Lord. He is a character, alright. Fucking he's just like he perfectly encapsulates the man. I just fucking love fighting. Man, I love fighting. Like he lives it. He's like he loves the praise he gets because he's fucking good at it. Like he would fit like totally in a fucking wrestling match. Like
yeah, he'd definitely be a like a WWE superstar. This man loves the limelight. He's very flashy, very good at fighting. And like he definitely, I guess to a certain degree, deserves to like gloat a little bit, as he is actually very good. And he set up a pretty good fight. He fucking yeeted Alice.
yeah.
Like 90 feet in the air, hit her with the belly drop into the people's elbow, and like dropped her way below her actual max HP. And then almost actually dropped Marth with the knockout punch. Like Marth had like single digit HP and somehow didn't get knocked out. And I do like his character a fair bit. I think he was the first, I want to make sure I'm not blowing any smoke up anybody's ass. I think he was the first of all the Patreon characters that have been presented thus far.
Duck.
Oh yes, yeah, there was Duck previously. But yeah, I also do really like this type of character archetype. They're very, you love to hate them. I would, and I do love that he was like sniveling towards the end. He's just like, you better not kill me. Like, don't kill me or else this bomb's going off. And the party immediately just called his bluff and like beat the shit out of him. And Thames was like, oh, for the better. Nice. I personally would probably put him I'd probably put him right below Bertram. In and around Bertram area.
I think I liked him a little bit more in Bertram. I'd say above Bertram.
Above Bertram. Graham Drew. Yeah, I think you're probably right. A lot of characters probably fit in these series, right? It's very funny. I'd say, yeah, maybe just above him. in contention with Mr. Abraham Drew. And then
Quality character. Quality character.
Mr. Beichel, are you back? If he's not, then I'll just come back to it. But I'm gonna move Soliet for now into not yet.
Yeah.
There's a lot still to go with her. Oh God. What? So this man actually got his ass yeeted. I give you 1 second. I have to actually look up his name one more time because
Dude, honestly, he got so done dirty. We don't even need to know his name. Like, I don't think even the party learned it at all. Like, he was just the guy outside the tavern, and then we just told him to fuck off, and then blew him up.
this man legitimately was like, hey, I don't have much to live for. I'm drinking because my wife was drunk last night. I put her outside in to sleep one off inside the wheelbarrow or whatever it is that they have out there. And she's dead now. I had to kill her. And you fucking Patovian scum are now here, and I blame you for it. And he like spat in Marth's face, and Marth's like, all right, well, fuck you, I guess. And then Dems threw a bag of cryolabs right on top of him, and he got dealt probably like, I don't remember how much the cryolabs did, but it had to deal at least
It was like
4 times his HP. Like,
I think the cryolapse was in like the 60 to 80 range for damage.
yeah, he was dead like 8 times over. Like this poor guy got dealt super dirty. As far as ranking him, you guys didn't really get much of him. I thought he was gonna be like a relatively good character. He had some quest stuff for you to do.
Retrieve his child.
Yeah, retrieve his child.
Incredibly dirty.
It's so fucked up.
So I just want to go over all the ways we fucked this family in particular over, right? We let Soliet resurrect and let her just leave off to this town. She wiped the town out, killed the wife. We came in. The dude was just like, oh, whatever, fuck you, Patovian pigs, yeah, and then whatever. We left. Fucking robbed his son. Came back and took some of the stuff we had robbed from the son, like the son's living area. Fucking made a bomb and threw it in his face.
Yeah,
And
that
destroyed
is true.
his
Out
home.
of this,
Destroyed him.
materials. Oh no, I forgot about that. Yeah, destroyed him, then buried him under like oceans of water. And then
Yep.
his child comes back to witness it. Like, this man's about to go on his real life fucking Joker arc because of it. Oh my god.
Yeah. So I'd say for that alone, he's B tier.
He gets a pity vote. Oh god.
Wherever. Actually, let's put him next to Smelly Hams. Fuck it.
Yeah, he'll be next to his son. Yeah, maybe just below. Smelly M's is really funny.
Just got so unbelievably fucked over.
Holy moly. Simon De La Rouge, the mayor of Brevere.
Doug Dimmadome. Owner of the Dimmadome.
Dimmadome. Oh, also, did you want to rank Michael's Azumba Zaphadil from your perspective as well?
I think that it was a fun change of pace from like kind of what we had seen in Batovia, where it was either like Giga Sleazeballs or like manifestations of evil incarnate.
Dialogues.
I think in like another like timeline maybe Michael, like we probably could have convinced to like be on our side because he was just a fucking show off. And I think whatever got him like more people praising him probably would have been the side he took. But yeah, I think he's a good spot there.
I also do love just the Mechalite Arden Guerrilla Army's tactic of flexing and buffing him. And he just takes off his armor and fights. He's like, yeah, that's right, baby!
Yeah.
army combat tactics. Everybody flex and cheer on this one guy, and he does all the work.
See the Turliad walking at you with a bag. Everybody run in a different direction.
If they didn't do that, to be fair, Tim's would have bombed all of them.
Yeah, no, very true.
They probably would have all died, right? Because they aren't very strong at all.
They're all very weak, yeah. They're just meant to buff.
Got like 1 XP off killing that one guy, right?
Yeah, it was just one experience.
So if we bombed all of them, that could have been like a full level. Damn.
Whew.
It's a good thing I separated them. That the biggest feels bad level up ever. Yeah. Then we get Simon De La Rouge.
From my perspective, I was dead asleep both times I was watching him be on the screen because I was really fucking tired, so I don't have any perspective for him.
No, that is understandable. He was the mayor of Brevaire. He was obsessed with keeping the Lord Eldrin's second home intact. He's like, at all costs, we have to make sure that this thing is standing. That he is even just some background knowledge as you didn't get it because the city got flooded. He charged the Kalitikarian priests to come over to the other side to protect them. He didn't even let him over for free. So he's like, he's pretty omega scumbag. He's not a very nice person. He's very self-centered and obsessed with just showing off the ritzy part of town. I as far as character, I don't think he's anything too special. He's definitely below. I'd probably put him like low C.
I would agree with that.
No, we didn't. We didn't meet Cynthia at all, did we?
You'll never meet Cynthia, so rest in peace. I'll put her in the not yet tier. But yeah, Cynthia is Mayor De La Rouge's daughter. There was a mission available for her, but it's no longer on the table.
We gave her a lot of water.
You gave her a lot of water, or you gave her family a lot of water. She got yeeted off somewhere.
Damn.
There is Barco Feldafar.
The Barco.
Barco Feldafar.
I quite enjoyed him. He seemed like the kind of guy pretty much living up exactly to his archetype. Like, he got blessed by the god of trickery just to have some fun, be a little silly, and he's living up to that because that's exactly what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'm still very sad I couldn't get the spell from him. Very sad he got eaten by a bunch of zombies.
Yeah, poor guy, just like in his last performance was just like, hello, this will be the last time I'm performing for you all, and he's performing to a bunch of fucking zombies, and like, bro, no, Barco, get out of there!
Bro,
it made
just
me sad to
run,
do
just
that,
run!
I like this character, actually a decent bit for somebody who doesn't really get a lot of screen time, and only appears really inside the dream state. But I would say he's probably like he's probably like right here for me. Around.
I agree with that. I just fucking love his character. He's great.
Yeah.
Very sticks out in my mind. So like, oh yeah, there's that dream, and I had that guy. He was awesome.
He seems like a very real life person in the fact that he runs these type of shows like every single day to try to, you know, he just really enjoys doing it, and B, like just to make sure he gets money and like is able to meet a bunch of different people through it. So yeah, he's definitely that type of like he's the guy who shows up to the karaoke bar every single Thursday and does like 5 songs.
And he does it pretty good.
Yeah.
Get that bag in heaven, King. B.
What do you think, Mr. Beichel?
I think his character, once again, is like that very grounded kind of. Could see this happen in a real life character, but also has like larger than life powers. And I do think like in a world where like illusion magic exists, like the most common use of illusion magic would probably just be to entertain people.
Yeah.
And he was overall a fun character. Uh, it almost like reminded me of like Zombieland, the way he went out.
Mm.
Yeah, I would say like where he is placed right now is pretty fair.
And
Him.
what about Mr. Connor Gems?
His character is funny, I will admit. Him is still gonna knock him out though.
It's literally the type of character where you just want to punch his teeth in, like 24/7.
Yeah, he's very unlikable. He's I love playing this guy's character. It's so fun. Playing Gems is such a delight because he gets to terrorize people, and that's just it's lovely. He's that type of character that you can tell him to stop doing the bad things that he does, but he's
There's
so
a word in here.
What's that?
Careful with wording here.
Wait, I don't know what I said.
Do not start his character with telling him to stop.
No, but realistically, like he's the type of character to continue his type of actions despite, being threatened otherwise. Like he's definitely scared of the party. Like he's scared of each individual person. They've struck a massive blow in terms of intimidation into him, but he still can't help himself. So he has that like addictive personality kind of trait to him. And honestly, I don't know. I just really enjoy his character as a whole, despite it being so despicable. For me, he's A tier, but I don't know about you.
I will accept a high B. I cannot put him up into A tier with the rest of those.
Okay.
I'll accept the high B. I think Bavelli gatekeeps him.
I guess that's fair. Bavelli is... Oh, man. I almost would move... I like Bavelli a lot. I'd probably put Bavelli actually up here. Maybe
I still think Bavelli gatekeeps him.
Maybe
now Gems is the gatekeeper.
Gems cucks the B tier. We have Rodrigue, who you have the potential to see more of Rodrigue.
Not yet.
So he kind of goes in the not yet. Harvest Gob.
Wait, is that Harvest or is that Arganto?
First one is Harvest, second one's Harganto.
Okay.
Arganto is the orange boy.
Yeah, I need to rearrange it on the list because I think, yeah, I think. Okay, yeah, I need to rearrange that.
Yes, okay.
I think Harvest, is a character that is perhaps actually deserving of the A tier. He's like his mindset is very foreign, but he is still like surprisingly reasonable.
Surprisingly more reasonable than the actual mechalite like invaders. Like
Yeah.
I feel like he's the epitome of learned goblin. Like he is the peak of what an intelligent goblin who tries to be etiquette can do.
Yeah.
He does it really well, and I fucking love him. So I would totally agree with an A tier.
I think he's definitely that archetype where he is the smarter of the goblin just kind of race in general. Um and he's a decent negotiator. Like, to be fair, he's a fair person. Like, initially when he says that he met Colette in Verlight, it was meant to be like that, bro. What, you did not kill Colette, did you? And he's like, no, like, I just told her to let us know where you were and who did this to, like, my people, and she gets to live. And he, like, lived up to his word. So he's like a fair person who settles things through fighting. He respects people that have power, who are also just not, terrible people who aren't going to be standing in his way. And just like him as a person. I would say he's probably A. Where would you
Get him
put
up
him
there.
here?
Can put him above Kyalder because he kicked Kyalder's ass.
Where would he? I would say somewhere in here.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Maybe just
Yeah.
above Redicus. Valen, probably put here. There's a lot to still learn. And then Harganto, who is Harvest's right hand man who got his ass beaten. Or rather just choked out.
Got fucking basically the equivalent of, like, in a fighting game when two people pick the same exact character and just one just he plays it better.
Yeah, one person's new to the game, other person's like a seasoned vet of the game in general.
Accurate for their ages.
I think that so he serves the purpose of what Bordeaux was to Valrizi, or sorry, not Valrizi, Valfindel. Except I think he did it better. I think he was kind of like the big brooding, meant to be dumb, but also not like a total.
Like, not an invalid.
Yeah. I'd probably put him. I would definitely put him above Bordeaux at least.
Mm-hmm.
Importantly, though, is he man or is he gob?
You man, are you gob? Gob! Yeah, that was pretty iconic. That was fun.
I would say Gonto can definitely go somewhere in C tier.
Yeah.
Because I did like some of his interactions in the tavern, especially trying to talk to Look Down and Look Down just not getting it.
Yeah, Look Down being in a different place. Probably put him here. Under Valtimpino. And last is Stephanie. Stephanie Latigue, who is pretty big to Alice's backstory. Was an additional hard thing kind of thrown into the fight at Reddish. Stephanie's just a sad backstory. Most of her character traits do come from the backstory in general. So her screen time is mostly just seen as a giant monster dog. I'll probably put her in like low C.
Most of my enjoyment with a character, I'm not gonna lie, comes from the fact that we somehow collectively, like, conditioned you to start calling her dog too.
Yeah, I said dog and then I immediately like retracted and I was like, bruh, come on, no.
It is what she is. She is a dog.
Dog woof.
This is a dog.
Put her.
Very sad. I would say I'd say like between Father Victor and Laura.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I do think that is fair. And this is the updated NPC list here. We have Rat at the top.
Let's go, Rat.
And then Rel. I love that Rel is up there. That makes me so happy.
It makes me so sad.
I'm also very
that
happy that all the
creature away.
Vals, for the most part, made it up here. Val Tempino being the one. But yeah.
Common Tempino L.
Fucking Tempino. Maybe if you morphed into somebody cooler. But I appreciate you all joining, chat. I will be seeing you all as far as Marth's Dungeon goes next Friday. We have the summit meeting with Pivid, and then the party is going to be getting up to some antics as well. So this is going to be a pretty pivotal and important episode just in general for how things are going forward. So I hope to see you there. I will be releasing a short this evening for episode 1 recap. You'll be seeing those episode recaps pretty frequently throughout the weeks to come, just to get you guys slowly updated. If you are behind in the episodes, you can watch those, get the general gist of them, and then watch episodes if you want to watch specific episodes. But then you'll be able to be caught up at live, which is cool. So make sure to keep an eye out for those bad boys. And yeah, we'll catch you later. We'll probably do some Rogue Company as Bowtie wants to do some gaming tonight. So might see you guys in a little bit. But take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.